Hi, this is my overview from my research project called Magic 8 Ball for Magic, Forecasting Card Prices, Popularity, and Power Level. So my project's about the card game Magic Gathering, and my research questions were how well can a machine learning model predict MTG card prices? How well can a model predict card popularity? What about power level? And then also, can we use machine learning and the research from here to build a quantitative framework for judging Magic cards? So the reason why I want to do this is, number one, I'm a huge Magic player, been playing it for quite a long time, and then also there's a lot of players in the game who like to make their own cards. So sometimes they'll post it on this subreddit called r/custom magic. They'll be looking for feedback. There's tools to do this, like MTG Cardsmith and stuff like that. Here's some cards that people have made. So basically, I'd like to create something so that players could get some feedback that's high quality and quantitative for my work here. So the methods to do this. So I downloaded data from Scryfall's API that has a bunch of different card data on it, and then also I built a website to collect data, subjective data from players about how powerful and how playable certain cards are and stuff like that. And then players could put their information into this form, and then I would collect all the data. So I got about 500 responses from my website, and then I used that data and the Scryfall data to create some different models. So the first thing is this is the data I collected from the website. For card power level, there's definitely some results for it. For example, cards that were higher level in rarity were more powerful, as you'd expect. Also, cards that were rated as higher power level also had a higher price as well, as you'd expect. However, when it came to building a model based upon card power level, I wasn't able to get particularly significant predictors, so it didn't work out quite as well as I'd hoped. But I also used the data from Scryfall. I used the API to download about 10,000 different cards, and using that, I trained models on that data, and I was able to get about 95% accuracy on predicting if a card is over or under $1 per card price. I was also able to test how popular cards were in this format called Commander, as you can see down here, about like 50% accuracy for how the quantitative score that the card got for popularity. And the other one here you can see is CMC prediction, which is in Magic, it's called cost. It's the cost of the card. So I was also able to predict this, and you'll see why in just a second for why I needed that. So when it came to the quantitative framework, what I wanted to do was find a way to rank cards based on power level. And since one of the ways that you can do that is basically see how good a card is compared to its cost. So if a card should cost a lot more, but it costs less, that means it's going to be a lot more powerful of a card. So that's basically what I did is I trained a model, basically predict card level, and then I compared the predicted card cost to the card actual card cost. So then I was able to basically make this bell curve here, which is basically how far off the predicted value is to the actual value. And I was able to use this, create a nice bell curve for actual power level rankings and stuff like that, and make a good spread, which was exactly what I was looking for. So when it came to getting the outliers here, as you can see over here, these were the few outliers. I got 29 cards that were the model said were outliers. So these ones were supposed to be the most powerful cards out of the 10,000 cards. So some of the ones we got here was Burrow. This card was banned in multiple formats, too powerful. Mox Amber, it's a key card in one of the top decks in one of the major formats in the game. Point Oculus is also a card that's format defining. So these are all definitely 10 power levels. This means that the model is working. However, one of the other cards I got is World Bat, which is not a particularly good card and just some random card. So the model predicted that to be way more expensive than it actually is. So the model still needs some work, but it's definitely a really good start. So then future work. So basically one of the things I'd like to do with this model is, all the models I've created, is use this to create an output for a bot for Reddit, so people can basically get feedback on the cards or other places like that, so that